Hello, everyone. Welcome to another movie show with Joe Mayo, Tom and Yadi, and Tim Allen, and whoever else may join us. Which, again, I should remember to put this up before we do the show. Invite the guests, if there are going to be any guests. Uh-oh. Weird things. Wait a minute. Where's the comment? My comment box. Can't get to my comment box to put the link up. Oh. Wait a minute. Reduce the screen. There it is. All right. All right, folks. So anyway, I don't believe I watched any movies. Oh, damn it. I had to check the calendar for something. I can't remember if Texas Chainsaw was after the last show or I talked about it here. I can't remember. I've talked about it elsewhere. I talked about it on Tom's show.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get I'm doing copy paste. I'm pressing the right click. I'm waiting for the paste to pop up. It could take time. Well, what do you guys got? How many of you watched and how many have you seen?
What do you got, Tim?
Come on, man.
You
guys want to be on the show? Let's go.
I watched 7 movies this week.
I'm not surprised. That's good.
So
wow,
I watched 3 movies, 2 at home and 1 in the theater.
And while I just go into the other room just to check the calendar, do me a favor and chat.
Oh, okay. Well, Tim, as always, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Tom.
Is that a Beatles shirt you got on there, guy?
It is.
Look at that.
Trying to tell which
Beatles are
one.
coming.
Yes.
See, it never fails. The Beatles always try to find a way to get talked about on any of Joe's channels.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, next Sunday is going to be the big marathon show on my other channel. Mayo Loves Mondays.
Do that on the day that I got to work 12 hours. Thanks a lot, guy.
Well, what are you going to do? I didn't want to do it that day, but it worked out with Danny. So, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. And I hope people will pop up at some point. So you can't even come up, Tom. Is that what you're saying?
I'm working from 8 to 8. What do you want? What do you want from me?
Jeez, I want you to quit that job. That's what I want you to do.
Yeah, believe me. It gets more when it's heavier and heavier on my mind every day.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, look, I noticed this too, and I didn't make a video, and I really almost wanted to. What do you mean? How horrible is that?
Big deal. No big deal. It's not a big loss.
What a horrible thing to say. She was cute as a button. And she had some songs, right? Did you do Johnny Angel?
Yes, she did Johnny
Angel. She had some songs. And then she's known for movies, TV. She was on the show Coach. I remember that. And
yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people out here know, but movie related. She was in a bunch of Elvis Presley movies and was reportedly, Elvis's favorite leading lady. Billy Fabre.
Sure, I'm sure that's not the only thing they did together.
Yeah. Save this for your own show, you smut. You know what I mean? God damn. Anyway, I don't know, Tom. You had a few drinks before we started. What's going on?
No, but I did have a nice patty melt today. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
Okay, that's what it is. Gonna put me in the movies. Gonna make a big star out of me. Oh man, I can't stand that song. It's only good because Ringo's doing it, because it's jolly old Ringo. Hello, Ramoga, Cinephile. Wait a minute. How about that name? Do something with files. Cinedophile. I'm trying to think. Again, I changed my movie name for the first time in a long time. I don't know how many people noticed it, but I changed the channel name yesterday to Mayo's Midnight Movies. And the reason I did that for now is because I wanted movies in the title, pretty much. It was in before, but it was in as a subtitle. I added it at the end. I wanted it in the main title. And also because I wanted it to have a horror vibe. Midnight Movies lends itself to horror, creepy, or offbeat movies, cult movies and things, where at the same time, you could watch any movie at midnight. So it works both ways. I might search for a better name. I may even go back to the old name. I may still wind up calling this live stream, possibly what it's been. I may continue calling this CineMayo's movie chat. I may hold on to that nickname a little bit too. So,
Sure.
did I say hello to everybody? By the way, I didn't put the Godzilla up. Should I go and do it, or is it too late for that?
Make them wait. Make them wait. Make them
Well,
wait.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to wait. I think you're gonna have to wait till next week, Ramoga, for the Godzilla salute. Yeah, Tommy. I was gonna say you got to do that after the image is off. Yeah, sure. Oh man. Greetings, yes, sir, Terry Carter. Yes, indeed. Celluloid. I gotta write these things down. Celluloid. Cinephile. Yeah, all right. So there's a little dead air right now, folks. Just deal with it, okay? We're mellowing out here. Cinephile.
Fact, Joe. Fact.
Oh, is he up there? I didn't see.
No. I just,
Celluloid.
What are you doing, guy?
Oh, me? I told him writing down possible titles here. To work with to kind of change around. And James Farley, yeah, baby. Tom, do a pre-recorded video. What does that mean?
Maybe for while you're live or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, she was married to what's that guy's name? Farley. What's his name? Mike Farrell.
Mark Farrell, yeah.
Shelley never slept with Elvis. Good for her. Good for her.
Oh well.
Bad for Elvis.
Who said they were sleeping?
That sounds like it was a movie line. There you go. All right. And hello, mellow fellow. Hopefully you'll come up one of these days. If not today, so next time. And next time after that. Mary Tyler Moore said she was the only female co-star that Elvis didn't have his way with.
Good for her.
Elvis was a gentleman, though. Come on. I can imagine Elvis saying, "That's okay, ma'am."
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Has Tom seen Picnic at Hanging Rock yet?
Of course. I've seen it. I've seen it several times. I was just asking you if you had seen it last week. So, yeah, I've seen it plenty.
Hello, Kimber. She watched Casablanca for the first time. I want to give it another view. I saw it a long time ago. But so what did you think? I didn't realize it was a do the right thing kind of plot. Do the right thing. You forgot me, Joe. Was that on purpose? I'm going to calm down with you, Beetle. I'm going to calm down. Let me see. I don't see a previous Beetle Eddie. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I did miss it. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, Airport. Burt Lancaster, baby. The first Airport movie. The best one of the bunch.
No, it's not. The Charlton Heston one is the best one.
No, guy.
I don't believe Dean Martin in the role at all. But by the way, you have a few drinks and drive a plane. Anyway, but I got to tell you there, Beetle Eddie, did you forget me? I'm sorry. I actually didn't see it this time. I'm glad you told me. Sometimes they actually don't pop up, believe it or not. Well, anyway, I'm going to talk now about some things I picked up lately, and I have some fun things here, I do believe. Okay, but before I get to the fun things, I'm going to start with this. I'm trying to think what order to show these in. All right, I'll blow this up because it's easier. Night of the Hunter, right? Criterion Blu-ray.
Yeah, there you go.
Came in my record store. I like this movie. I know this movie. I mean, I don't buy things blind usually, although sometimes I will, depending on what it is. Let's keep the Criterion game going. Why not?
Yes.
Okay, we got a Bergman film here. Bergman, classy stuff.
Bergman. Oh boy, The Virgin Spring.
Yeah. What's this? The story with this is a lot of movies have had revenge plots where somebody goes apeshit gets their revenge against people that did something to their daughter or their family or something like that, and that's what this has. And I don't know if this is the first, but I know a lot of times this is referenced when you watch another movie. They reference this. I have seen this. I enjoyed this. That's why I got it. I didn't enjoy it all. The Seventh Seal. I tried that once, and I was bored out of my wits.
Well, I mean, the revenge thing is good, but it's the also I think the important thing in that movie is the questioning of one's faith and what they would do if some harm came to their family or whatnot.
It has been a long time. It has been a long time. I put 4D on. You can't see him, but 4D. Hello, if you're there, and you can of course comment too. He's there, right?
Right.
Well, nobody knows. There he is. Okay. Light it up, baby. Just don't burn the house down. Whatever you do, don't do that. Oh, shoot. Okay, here we go. So I'll go back again. All right, so that's 2. Now we have... I wanted to get this movie Easy Money on Blu-ray. I like that Rodney Dangerfield. I'm a fan, you know what I mean? He's suffering a shot in the area of the gluteus maximus. You're wrong. He shot me in the ass. Something like that. I think that's the line. But anyway, I don't like Back to School very much. Everybody loves Back to School.
I never liked it either, Joe.
Really?
I never liked it either. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's 2 big reasons to watch Easy Money too in there.
That's what you say. But Joe Pesci and
it's not Joe Pesci and Ronnie Dangerfield. Those aren't the 2 big reasons.
Those are the 2 reasons in my book. That's the 2 reasons. But I figured since it was a double feature and it was cheap, why the hell not? Right? But I mean, I can watch Back to School. It's not that I despise it,
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of 2 movies on one disc. To be honest with you, unless it's like the original and a remake. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if it's 1 disc or 2 discs. Probably 1.
Yeah.
Relax, Tom. All right, this is an upgrade, I guess. Mad Monster Party on Blu-ray. I got a DVD of this. Rankin and Bass, Halloween favorite. Okay. I added 2 more volumes to this series because my girlfriend and I, we've been watching I Love Lucy. We're in season 2. We're enjoying these episodes now very much. We're getting into really good episodes, enjoying it very much. Got to be the greatest. It's hard for me, in my opinion, the greatest sitcom, in my opinion, ever. I mean, I love other things. I love All in the Family. I love The Odd Couple. Those are some of my favorites. But for me, and The Honeymooners, I love Lucy's the best. And I bought volume 3 and 4 of The Lucy Show, which came after I Love Lucy. But the reason I got these, I have 1 and 2, and Vivian Vance is present pretty much in these, or at least most of the 4th one. Some of it. So anyway, I'm going to go at least while Vivian Vance, who played Ethel Mertz, is still present. Okay, and finally, no, not finally, I got 2 more. I got a lot of stuff. All right. First of all, I'm a little pissed. I can't help it. It's lopsided.
I'm out of here, Joe.
Oh, Tom, what's funny? I never even thought of it. I totally forgot that joke when I was. See that lopsided in it? You can see on this side. It doesn't. The top doesn't sit right. But anyway, it's The Monkees on DVD, season 1, right? Season 2 had been at my record store used, and I didn't pick it up for 2 reasons. First of all, because it was just season 2. I mean, I didn't want to just get season 2. And the second reason is I was looking for one episode in particular, which is the main reason I bought this. And that is an episode with Lon Chaney from 1966 called Monkeys in a Ghost Town. So he actually is in there. It's great to see Lon Chaney, one of the great horror stars, among many other things, mixing it up with the Monkees, and I got a kick out of that. I watched that episode. And Booze Bucks. Look at that. It opens up like that.
Oh, nice.
Which is a nice design. The quality on this is an early DVD, so it's not, the best. There's some spots and things. And all of the discs in here are like, they look like the sleeves, like from 45.
45s, yeah.
Which is a nice design. right? There's that Nat again. It had better be the same one. Oh, just 6. The 6 discs. All right. So, yeah, I really the thing about it is when I watched it, man, I tell you, if anybody has epilepsy out there or something, don't watch it because it's insane. You know, I remember that. I never loved the show. Never. I just like the music, but they repeat a lot of the music. If I'm putting this back in, bear with me.
I love that packaging.
I love the songs like pop. What's that?
I love that packaging with a sort of dance set record player on the top.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Nice.
The song Papa Jean's Blues was in the one I watched, but that's in a lot of them. They use the same song a lot. It's a Nesmith song that he wrote himself and sings himself, etc. You know. And the most fun item, I hope, maybe, is this that I bought, Animal House. It's a 30th anniversary box set on DVD, but I don't need the DVD. I love the packaging. That's the reason I bought it. Too bad I didn't have this when I met Tim Matheson. He could have signed it. That would be nice. And the top comes off. You know, it's funny. At first I was saying it was the other way around originally when I bought it. It was like that. And I said, too bad Tim Matheson wasn't on the front, damn it. And then I realized, you just could remove it and make whatever you want to be the front or the back. It has a thanks for the memories. It has a book in here, which is cool. But I took this is one of the few 4Ks I own because I got it for the Blu-ray, plus Blu-ray upgrade. And I took this and placed it in here instead of the DVD. So the goal of this would be one of these days to display it on a shelf and, you know, to look at it. So that was my pickups, and I'm pretty happy with them, to tell you the truth, this particular week. Let's see if I can get this off. Bing.
Bing bong.
Let's see if we get some comments here, huh? I saw Animal House without the masking microphones everywhere. Yeah, what was that about? People were saying that you could see the microphones, depending how the ratio was, if they showed it the wrong way. Yeah, let's go back to the top. Ooh, there's a lot of comments. Joe, stay away from the Halloween store. Too late. New video up. A lot of fun there today. I watched Teacher's Pet with Clark Gable and Doris Day. I like that better than Casablanca. Go figure. Teacher's Pet is also the name of an Our Gang / Little Rascals episode with Jackie Cooper. That's one of the best, you know, for what that's worth. And there he is. Sasha says, over the last few weeks, I've seen only one film, so maybe I can't add anything to this particular conversation. Well, you don't have to see anything. You don't have to.
Yeah, but you could, I mean, no pressure, mellow fellow, but I mean, I usually just respond to what other people are showing and saying, so you could do it that way.
Right. This is not just, we started it out where it was a show and tell kind of thing. What have you watched this week, if anything? That's still part of it. But we just talk movies, you know, no matter what. Snapper Case Joe. Okay. Thank you. I don't have it present here. Thank you, God, thank you for reminding me. So anyway, talk amongst yourselves for a second. Guys.
Okay.
So what do you got with you today there, 40 man?
Very quickly, I'll show. This is a Belgian original poster, 1954, on the waterfront.
Fantastic.
But if you see the top, what renders it? I probably picked this up in the 1980s for £1 because what renders it much less value is they cut the top off, and what the top usually is with a Belgian poster is blank white, and that's where the cinema manager writes the times of the screenings that you can go into the cinema to see the film with. So some idiot has decided that since that's just been scrolled on with, I don't know, Wednesday 2:20, they've sliced that off and rendered the value less than because of that. But that's the reason I probably picked this up for about £1. But it's still an original 1954 Belgian poster to accompany the cinema release of On the Waterfront.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice illustration of Brando too.
Listen, I mean, one of the great speeches in cinema history with him in the back of the car with his brother Steiger.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
one of the great speeches of all time. Instead of a bum, which is what I am.
Yeah, and there's just a little bit of nice scoring from Leonard Bernstein underneath that scene. Not too prominent, but just a bit to set up the gravitas of it, and then Bernstein just lets it go.
It was a swell poster there, 4D.
Yeah, swell.
It was swell. Let's see here. Rodney was a big cokehead during those films. Whatever.
It was the 80s. What do you want?
Yeah, sure. I didn't do any. Don't forget Here's Lucy. I'm trying to forget it. I did by one point. That's the series after the other one, the one I just showed. Here's Lucy, and not Here's Lucy, the Lucy Show. We get them all mixed up. The Lucy Show, and I really expected it to be good, and I didn't like it. I think I bought a whole season, and I was watching one after the other, and I was like, man, this. The moments that I like were few and far between, but Here's Lucy is the best. Not for me, it ain't. All right. Life with Lucy. I actually, her last series, which I actually put an episode of that on the TV screen from YouTube. And she was 75 when she did that. And I remember watching it when it came out in 1986. It only lasted a few episodes, several episodes. And John Ritter was a guest on one of them, and Gail Gordon came back. Lucy, that's her, I don't know if you want to say nemesis or buddy. They were always friends. I've read from the 1930s. Gail Gordon was so great in these things, and she wouldn't do the show without him and coaxed him out of retirement to do it. Gail Gordon was 80. Lucy was 75. At the time, I was only 24, and I watched it and thought, God, they're old. And when I watched the episode, it wasn't that bad. I thought, I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of slapstick. A lot of people said that kind of comedy didn't go well in the 80s anymore. Like it was like they said it was a 1960s show in the 1980s or something. That's what it didn't really work. So, and Lucy was very upset because she really wanted to do the show, and it got terrible reviews. And I saw a clip of her on a talk show. It might have been Joan Rivers' show. I can't remember. And she was very depressed. And she said, I've had some bad reviews in my life, and that's fine. But she said, but when they say, why did you come back?
Whoa.
Why did you even come back or something? That's what made her feel heartbroken. And then she never did anything else after that. Wow. She died 3 years later.
Wow.
So that's a sad thing. I wanted to buy the Monkees DVDs 20 years ago, but they were so gosh darn expensive. They still are. And even this thing used was $30. Okay. For one season. And
pass.
Yeah, I know. Some people would say that about some of your Mac stuff too. Like that stupid suitcase. That
Great collection.
Like that $600 suitcase.
I'd be tempted by the packaging. Like I was tempted by the packaging of the Man from U.N.C.L.E. set that you could buy in a simulated steel attaché case in America. So the last time I went to America, because you can't get it in England, I picked that up.
All respect to you, Michael. I have 3 people in my life who have epilepsy, and they've got it under control.
It's scary. I worked with the guy that had epilepsy when I worked in Chicago, and he had a tray. He was carrying a tray full of glasses, taking it out to a table. And I was on the line expediting, and then right as he was getting ready to walk to me, he started having an epilepsy fit, and I caught him. The glasses didn't make it too much, but luckily, nobody got hurt. But it's sad to see.
Yeah, I didn't really want to. Well, I didn't mean to call too much attention to it.
I know.
way of
It
saying,
it just brought back a memory.
some things can bring on a,
Yeah.
a fit. So,
Yeah.
hello to Mike Wall Jasper. It's great. Animal House. Otis, my man. Who knows what that is unless you see the movie? It's great. There's Otis. Wait till he sees us. He loved us. Otis, my man. And he goes, who's that?
Sure.
There's a lot of films that couldn't be made today. We're done. We're finished.
Animal House is not that bad. It could be made today.
Yeah. Try making Blazing Saddles today. They wouldn't have that scene in there. I'll tell you that. That scene I just did. They wouldn't have. No. Okay, I don't know why I put that up there.
I never thought, growing up in the 1960s and being adolescent in the 1970s, I would never have thought that I just assumed at that naive stage that we'd have more and more freedoms because that's the way society was going. I would never have thought that it would go backwards in terms of censorship,
right,
and that the public would allow it. That surprised me.
Yeah, the end of the world. The 21st century. This is interesting. The remastered Blu-ray of Animal House is superior to the 4K. The 4K disc is very dark. It's still not sold on 4K. Myself, I hear a lot of mixed things about it. Hello to Penny Lane and 4D. Nice.
Oh, that'll be on that's either on the waterfront or my 1970 Brazil shirt this week. Be one or the other.
Let me continue because I went to get this thing, so I might as well present it. I also in the same batch got the Outer Limits. Yeah. This was season 1. This was sealed, never opened. 24 years sealed. Let me tell you, each side had those security tags on it.
I hate those. I hated those. Man,
if you think it was hard to get off in 2002, you should see what it's like if it's been on since 2026. And I use a lot of Goo Gone on there. But anyway.
How much was it?
$25.
Okay, that's good.
For the first season. And I talk about, Tom, you talk about on one disc. These are 4 double-sided discs.
Right. Yeah, I heard you talking about them the other day.
Yeah. And I watched the first episode. First episode is called The Galaxy Being. Everybody was telling me, Ramoga in particular, telling me, you got to see this, you got to see this. The first episode, it was pretty good. I thought it was kind of creepy, even today. I thought it held up. This is from 1963. The monster or the being that they have, that's kind of, I don't know, looks like it's created by, I don't know what you call it, sonic waves or something on a screen. It's kind of creepy, and it kind of like somehow is able to get into walking around and stuff, and it's pretty creepy. I really thought it was a good first episode. There's not, what is it? No, do not attempt to adjust your set, the picture on your set. I mean, so all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to future episodes of this.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good. And now because I just want to talk about the film that I watched one film, and I don't think I talked about it because we did the show Monday. And then the next day on a Tuesday, I went to see Texas Chainsaw Massacre for my first time on the big screen. I've seen it plenty of times before. And this is interesting to me because I'm always touting how essential it is, in a way, if you love a movie, to see it on the big screen. And I have to tell you, I wasn't really blown away by it on the big screen. And there's a few reasons for that. But this is one time where I was okay with seeing it at home. First of all, I don't know, the quality wasn't as good as I think it could have been. It was shot on 16 millimeter originally. It probably showed a disc or something, projected it. I don't know. It wasn't a horrible, but the dark scenes were a little bit harder to see because I went home that night and I looked at my Blu-ray of it, and I liked the Blu-ray. I liked the way the Blu-ray looked in this case better for these scenes. Also, I don't know if it was the way the audio was mixed or the way they had it presented. That happens sometimes in a theater. I couldn't hear the dialogue as loud as in some places as it should have been, particularly in scenes early on when the group of young people are riding in a van and there's a radio on. The radio was up there. You know, it's supposed to be a background thing. It's not supposed to, you know, it's supposed to be in the background. And I heard that more than the talking. But, and yeah, I don't know. I think if I had never seen the movie before, it would have been effective on a big screen, but I know it well, so it was no surprises. And it, you know, it didn't hold up in that regard for me anymore. And that's one of the things when there's a movie that really pushes the envelope back in 1974, say, and then you've seen so many imitators and sequels and prequels and reboots and other things. It's like, it's, you know, it's no longer cutting edge anymore, really. But there's still some scenes that hold up. Most notably, the hook scene when one of the victims is put on a meat hook, and as gruesome as that sounds to people, just don't get these things. Why would somebody do that? It's not. The way it's shot is good because you don't see the moment of contact. It just makes you think what you're seeing. The way it's shot, you know. But your mind can conjure up the image, and it's even more disturbing the way it's done. So anyway. It's still one of the greats, but you know, they lost a little something to me on this screening, which I thought was interesting for me, you know. And that's that. Viva Zapata, which I've never seen yet.
Viva Zapata, yeah.
you had that prepared. You had that prepared.
Yeah, I did. I gotta say, between this and Julius Caesar, they might be his two oddest best acting nominations. He's good in both, but I mean, I wouldn't say they're his best performances, but I did like it. Yeah, as a Brando fan, I did enjoy it.
Brando, baby.
Yes, sir.
What did you grab the Battle of Britain imprint box set?
I didn't know there was a Battle of Britain imprint box set. I know that imprint as a brand, you've got to be careful of. Sometimes they do good transfers. Sometimes they just copy a poor transfer that's already
transfer. Yeah, they're from Australia. I've picked up a few of their Blu-rays, and I haven't had an issue with one, if any of them yet. So
right. So but no, I haven't picked that one up.
I remember Cherry Carter you talking about Gorgo at some point last week, either on here or on this one or another, maybe another show I was on. Yeah, I don't know it well. I've seen it, but it's Godzilla in London, really, right? It's kind of like, yeah.
An example of a lukewarm imprint is the one from this film, The President's Analyst.
Mm.
So I bought that on imprint Blu-ray because it's the first time it's been on Blu-ray, and there's no other versions of it to get on Blu-ray. And it's better than the DVD, but you can just tell that it could be done better by somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know about this. It depends on the situation. I don't find the pie in the face that funny anymore, and I've seen a lot of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, when you see Soupy Fails do it on every episode too, I mean, I think it gets pretty old.
I think it has to do a lot with what the person says or anything. Like, you know, I don't know. If it's fast cutting. Again, there's a Little Rascals episode when they're throwing the big pie fights going on at a play, having a play, and all the adults are getting hit with pies. And then there's this really old man, like he's like 80 something years old. He goes, "Give me a pie," and then the pie hits him in the face, and it was just the timing because of what he said and his face and how fast it was, you know.
I think Stanley Kubrick made a right decision in deleting the pie fight for the climax of Dr. Strangelove.
Oh, there you go. There's the answer to that. I saw Lucy. You talk about MAME, Radio City Music Hall. Is that what you're? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, MAME. Yeah, and 4D. Everybody wants to know, or at least this James Farley wants to know about if you're eating yet.
No, I tried two separate attempts, one being 3 hard-boiled eggs on 2 occasions and 1 plate of baked beans, which is the simplest food you could imagine. and it wasn't a great problem, but it didn't feel right. So I've gone back to the food replacement drinks, and I still need to lose another stone and a quarter anyway.
Well, if you would have made it 101 eggs, maybe and to break
Cool hand
Paul
Luke.
Newman's record,
Yeah.
Cool Hand Luke's record.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have done it.
Come on, Luke. Come on in. One more in there. That's right. There's one more.
Do you know?
My boy says he can eat 100 eggs. He can eat 100 eggs.
I find that scene harder to watch than when he gets beaten up.
Oh yeah. Stay down.
Yeah. That's a lot. And if you're kind of full and bursting to the seams, I think an egg is one of the least things you want to eat. Another one.
Right.
Certain things maybe you could tolerate a little better, but an egg.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it was 50.
I do have a little something I wanted to say to 4D Man in response to something he said recently on a stream. Maybe I'll join to tell him. I hope
Good.
so.
That's a good enough. As long as it's not fuck off.
Yeah.
But it's a good enough reason to come up. I'm
Yeah,
all ears.
You can tell me
ears.
what to do. It's fine.
I'm all ears, mellow fellow. I'm all ears.
Okay. Yes, I know Lucy made a lot of movies before TV, even worked with the Marx Brothers. I know she's with the Three Stooges. I didn't know she was in the Marx Brothers movie. She's in the Three Stooges short called Three Little Pigskins. It's a football short, and it's the youngest I've seen her.
She's in a Marx Brothers movie.
Which one is that? Do you know?
I don't remember, but I saw it in the last year and a half or 2 years.
Oh, cool. That's cool. She got around. It's hard for me to take her any other way. And she was in a lot of serious movies, too. I have one that I haven't seen in a while, but I've seen it. I got it for Boris Karloff. It's from 1947, I want to say, I think. And it's called, it's hard to say this word. It's called Lured. 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 And it's got like a who's who. It's got him. It's got, I think George Zucco is in it. A lot of other people that are in horror movies. That's why I got it. And she's in there too. So, and here's Mellow Fellow. Yes,
did
go ahead.
she do the one with Fonda or something like that? Yours, mine,
and ours.
Yeah.
Yours, mine, and ours.
Later movie.
Yeah.
Sure. Hello there, Sasha Mellow Fellow.
Hi. Hello.
Did you want to say something, or do you want to wait a little bit?
I don't mind telling you now, or I mean, when the time is right. I don't know.
Tell right now. Boy, you're nice and loud too. I like it.
Well, I'm late because you said this a while ago, but I was watching a playback of an older stream that I missed, and you said something about Julie Andrews being your first-time big crush.
Yeah, when I was 5.
I tried to put it in the comments, but it was too long-winded. I thought you might like this little piece of trivia. When my mom met my dad, a friend of my dad said to my mom that she looked just like Julie Andrews.
Whoa.
And he meant it as a compliment, but she hated that because purely because of the Sound of Music. She absolutely hates with a passion nuns. And Julie, because Julianne,
the Sound of Music.
well, by deflect, she hates Julianne just because she portrayed a nun. Because she went to a nunnery and she was beaten every day just for no reason.
And
so
they do have a bad reputation, but she did get out of that habit pretty fast, Mellow Fellow, in the film.
Yes, in the movie, she's not even she's a nun against type. She doesn't really
okay, but she didn't know that. She just knows that. Oh, right. Julie Andrews played a nun. I hate nuns. Just guilty by association.
I won't say too much because she's your mum, but in general,
I always thought she looked a lot more like Diane Keaton.
Oh
no, but did she have the same sort of hairstyle with that forward fringe and almost like a bob cut?
Actually, yes.
That'll be it then.
Did I say Diane Keaton? Sorry, I meant Mia Farrow. I always thought my mum looked like Mia Farrow.
Oh, Mia Farrow.
I always get them mixed up.
Well, that's interesting. This thing here, Texas Chainsaw 3, highly underrated. And is that the one they called Leatherface? Because that's terrible. Terrible.
Is that the one? Was that the one with Matthew McConaughey?
No, I think it's 4. the thing about, and I hate Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Hate that movie. Okay, that's the sequel. And hate is a strong word that I will use. It's got the same characters. It just they make like celebrities out of them, and they're more popular. The whole thing about the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre is that the family is an obscure backwards family that's just kind of like, don't laugh,
Peter's comment.
don't
Yeah.
laugh.
I'm okay. I'm breathing.
I saw that too.
Come on, Peter. I'm not down there. I can't even see the comment yet. I'm talking about this here. Okay. Peter, I'm going to ask you. Where is this?
Second to last.
Oh, that's pretty funny. That's funny. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to keep it going. But anyway, yeah. So who's in Texas? Who's a big actor? Dennis Hopper? Is it?
That's two. Yeah.
Two. I think it's stupid. It's comical. I can't stand it, and Toby Hooper did it, the same director as the first one, and he made it a comedy, and I can't stand that. And 3 was incomprehensible if it's the one just called Leatherface. 4 was ridiculous, The Next Generation. Everybody says that the one that was a remake in 2003 is really good, one of the very good remakes. But since it's a remake and it takes place in the 70s, I think I'll watch the original from the 70s. Thank you. I don't understand the whole point to have to make it over if it's great the first time. Yeah. Anyway, that was funny though, Shrek, huh? All right, I'm going to pass the personal talking because I can't find it. Who dumped a truckload of fizzies in the swimming pool? Yes, I do. That's you're talking about Delta, sir. Yeah, I remember fizzies in school. It's hard to believe in like first grade. We used to get the guy used to come around selling milk in the middle of the class. A guy came around and Coke bottles, little glass Coke bottles, which I or in my time. And sometimes at lunch we'd have a Coke. And if you had a fizzy, I think they call them Smarties also later on, those little candies, you put them in and it would explode. The soda would explode. And everybody would, people would take it and try to distract somebody's attention and put it in a fellow classmate's bottle of soda. They'd be like this, and it would explode. Who dumped a truckload of fizzies?
I've seen people doing experiments to make the bottles rise up in the air.
Yeah.
Mentos they do now. You ever see
pressure they have?
You ever do Mentos? That's another thing. If you take like a 2-liter plastic bottle of Coke today and you take a Mentos candy and put it in, it does the same thing. I tried doing that to my buddy Don, the guy that used to in the record store character. But when he did it, this is years ago, but when he did it, he wasn't close enough to it. He was like that away from me. I said, Don, you got to see what this does, man. You got to see what this does when you look in there. And he, so just a good fun, good clean fun.
Evil guy, Joe. You're evil.
It's called a practical joke. Everybody does them. I've had them play it. I've had them play it on me. Having the house to myself, I watch Gods and Generals better than Gods and Monsters. Let me tell you. Wow, it comes in at 4 hours and 39 minutes. The Civil War was shorter. Wow. Who could sit in a theater for that? Well, Ben-Hur, you can.
Oh yeah, if you got an intermission, you can get up, walk around for a minute.
Yeah, I also watched Moon Runners, which inspired Dukes of Hazzard. Glad you liked Outer Limits. On the Blu-ray, there are a lot of commentaries, which are excellent. I can't remember if they are on the DVDs. Don't recall. I didn't really look for extras.
I just pulled it. You were talking about imprints. 4D, you might.
Oh yeah.
I know you like Smoke. This is the next. Their really Smoke is excellent. Yeah. It's stacked with bonus features.
Can you hold that up a bit close to the camera, Mello?
It's a double pack with blue in the face.
Let's have a Mellow fellow. Can you hold it?
It's a double pack with blue in the face.
Oh, I see.
This is a custom sleeve, but
it's a custom sleeve. Okay.
They've got a dark nothing poster. It's a Christmas tree with smoke coming off it. I don't like it.
But my Blu-ray does have extra features on it, but I don't know.
It's got a feature-length documentary with Paul Auster, just him talking about his inspirations, and It's got a nice array of. I think it's well. As a fan of the film, I think it's worth getting.
Do you know the date of that edition though? When it came out?
How do I find that out?
Because it may have just ported over the earlier edition special features for all I know.
It says here. I've got to look 'em blue in the face to see that, I suppose, because I changed it. No, if it says it, I can't see it.
Okay,
I certainly would be putting movies back.
Oh, it probably says it down there in the bottom, but I can't make that out. Right down at the bottom.
Oh, come on that. On this, wait a minute.
No, I can't.
Oh, no.
Oh,
wait a minute. 2024.
Yeah, 2024 Paramount. Yeah.
Okay, maybe it'll have new. I'll check it out, Mello, and compare it and see if it's got those extras on that I haven't got. Then I'll definitely get it because it's such a fine film.
I know that Kino Lorber put it out, but there's a bare bones one. This is I think the one to get. Yeah, that's what it used to look like, and I don't like that.
Right. Yeah.
Just that doesn't really represent the film. Just a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it doesn't really, does it?
No.
I think so. Wasn't it 50 eggs?
Yep, it was. I got carried over. I got a little carried away.
50 exactly. I thought it was 52 or something. Just more than 50.
I don't remember that.
Lalo Schifrin, great score for Cool Hand Luke.
Rest in peace to the last movie channel name. It had a good run. Yeah, it was a long time I used CineMayo, but I still may use it for this live stream at CineMayo. And I still may go back to it. Whatever floats my boat. And that's the episode with the pie gag, right? Shivering Shakespeare, Our Gang Short, is my favorite pie fight scene ever. Yeah, it's one of, it's still, that's early. I think 1930. That's when sound was really coming into it. I mean, really. It's one of the earliest sound shorts. I don't know if it was 1929 even, 29 or 30. And that pie fight still, and even got some slow motion effects in there, which are cool. They're still like interesting. Some of the pies are in slow motion. Somebody gets hit, and it's like slow motion pie crusts and stuff go out. It actually is pretty inventive for the time. Lucy did Noir. I think that movie Lured is like a noir, I think. Tim, you ever see that one that I mentioned before?
Maybe. I know she did more than one. I have seen her in a noir, but I don't think it was Lured. I think it was something. She does a nice little comedy I really like called The Hoover Brush Lady that I just think is a nice one she did in sometime in the 30s.
These Laurel and Hardy ones, the new restorations are amazing. They are. The only thing that I quibble about is that they just haphazard, they put whatever ones they want on whichever disc. There's no, I wish they were somehow sequential. I just wish they were like that. But at least we have them. Yeah, I think Julie Andrews looks cute now too. I didn't think much of before, and I think she looked good with short hair. Some women, that's the good look for them. This is a silly comment. Nobody on this planet agrees with you, Joe, on Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I know it is a very popular sequel, absolutely. However, I think if you were to right now to go on one of those movie places that they have, I'm sure you'd find people that don't like it.
Is it weird that every time I see TCM, I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know it's not even the same letters, but I do.
She doesn't really look like Shrek, to be honest. It was just a joke. Don't worry, Tom, you're going to go next because you got to leave at 6.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, have you seen Possessor?
I'm not familiar with it.
Probably not.
Oh, Lucy's in Room Service, the worst Marx Brothers movie. No,
I think Possessor was made by David.
It may have been Room Service. I did watch Room Service, so that may be.
I don't remember. I think that was my least favorite when I watched them all.
That's a good Room Service is a good.
I didn't like it as a movie, but I thought some of the routines were actually very good.
I think Possessor was directed by David Cronenberg's son.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you know what? It's funny because I do have a Cronenberg film to show. So
when we get to it, Tom, let's see what I'll put this up here.
Okay. Well, I did pick up a film that I've been wanting to see since 2004, but I haven't. But Arrow just released a new version of this, and it's called Troy. Now, this is the kind of like prequel to the Odyssey, if you will. And there's two cuts on here. There's the 163 theatrical cut on here, and then there's the 196-minute cut on here. So that's probably going to be the version I watch. But this was a pretty good cast. This had Brad Pitt, Eric Bana, Orlando Bloom, and others, Sean Bean, Brian Cox, Brendan Gleeson, Peter O'Toole, one of his last films. I can't wait to check this one out. What's that?
Diane Kruger, leaving off all the women.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. There's a couple Cronenberg films I didn't have, so I found one at my local used Blu-ray store. And it's called Maps to the Stars. Stars John Cusack's in it, Robert Pattinson, you got Julianne Moore. And it's kind of like a black comedy, dealing with one particular family, and the tragedy and the way they're trying to get past some tragic events that happened in their past. And the past kind of comes back and haunts them. And that was pretty fun. I like that movie. And then the day after The Greatest Actor's birthday, Wag the Dog came out on.
Was that Blu-ray. The day after Pacino's birthday?
No, guy, you know what I'm talking about.
Barry Levinson.
Barry Levinson directed. Great. This is another terrific cast. Got Willie Nelson, you got Dennis Leary, Anne Hesh, you got Kirsten Dunst, you got De Niro and Hoffman. Just a great ensemble cast dealing with a political cover-up. De Niro plays the Mr. Fix-It, and Dustin Hoffman plays the movie producer that helps put together, a fake war to cover up a little presidential, kind of controversy. Yeah.
It might have turned into reality.
Well, and it's funny because this movie was released like 2 weeks prior to Clinton's controversies, White House things. So it wasn't satire much anymore after 2 weeks. But I think this is definitely one of Hoffman's and De Niro's underrated films. It came out in '97. Both of them are fantastic in this film, and do check it out. I am now. Yeah, I had it on VHS, I had it on DVD, and I have it on Blu-ray. But I am now down to 15 films by De Niro that still need to come out on Blu-ray, and then I'll have his collection. But yeah,
and what about? I'm sorry. Anything you've seen?
Yeah, and then I went to the theater last week and I saw The End of Oak Street, which was that dinosaur film, which was, if anything, it's just fun. Okay, it's just fun. There is like one scene where you have to suspend your disbelief. But there's one really funny scene, and this isn't spoilers or anything like that, but basically this town, about 100 homes, somehow it's never explained. Somehow it gets transported to the time of dinosaurs. Okay, millions and millions and millions of years ago, or whatever. So you see all of these families and people and individuals dealing with dinosaurs and not trying to get eaten and stuff like that. And some of the kills from the dinosaurs are quite funny. So it's a comedy horror. So you might not like it, Joe. So
I like it when it's supposed to be. I'm muting you first time. Okay, I like comedy films when they're supposed to be horror comedies, not when it's a horror film with too much comedy in it that doesn't take it so seriously. I hate that. Okay, Tom, are you finished? Okay. All right. So the next question we have here is this will bring. I was going to put a question up. I thought you were done.
No, I'm not done with you. No, not by a long shot. And I'm going to be giving Danny a bunch of tips for that 10-hour stream too, or 8-hour stream, to give you a hard time. So,
I noticed
you be there. Don't bother.
No, but I'll be giving him some tips.
I did notice that your subscriber account has boosted significantly after you requested it.
Yeah, it did work out that way. It did. I was surprised that it was as big as it got so quickly. I'm glad. I thought it would take a week or so. It only took a few hours to get there, and that's pretty good. Thanks.
So, anyways, but they're back in the land of dinosaurs or whatever. But there's a scene where it's the mom, dad, and the two kids, a son and a daughter. And a dog. Okay, so the dog goes missing. The son goes crazy about it. So in the middle of the movie, he sees the dog. So he goes and chases after it. The daughter his sister sees it, so she runs after him. The mom and dad are, they don't know, but then eventually they found out that the kids are missing. All right, so then now they're out in the wilderness, trying not to get eaten by dinosaurs. So, and the tensions are kind of high at the moment, but they're running around, and all of a sudden they start hearing these dinosaur noises, and they're like, "Oh shit!" So they slowly walk around the house to see how close these dinosaurs are. It ends up being two dinosaurs having, going at it. So that was a pretty nice kind of like little tension breaker in the middle of the movie.
That sounds funny for a tension breaker.
Yeah. So that was funny. But yeah, there's one kind of scene where you kind of had to suspend your disbelief in it. But all in all I wanted it to be fun, and I wasn't expecting much out of it, and it was a fun movie. So The End of Oak Street.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I put this up for you, Tom, early because I want to make sure while you're still here, we get to address this a little bit for fun. I watched Beneath and Escaped for the Planet of the Apes. You can't avoid noticing the budget. Well, first of all, DJT Forever 1 is putting it up just for a joke. And the second thing is, and just think, Escape, the third one, is considered the best of the sequels. So how does that work? I guess budget
and that did have a budget. That didn't have a budget.
It's probably the lowest of all of the budgets. And meanwhile, the one with I don't know if it's the highest, but later on, Tim Burton's Flop, that piece of garbage in 2001 must have cost like, I don't know, 300 million or whatever it was then, 100 million or whatever it was, and is like terrible. So there you go. Budget does not always make a film good.
Absolutely not. No, a good script. You start with a good script. Go from there.
Yeah, well, script is the most important thing, I think.
That's right. Absolutely.
And characters, story,
script and casting.
A good casting director would be good.
Yeah.
A good cast is worth repeating.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Three Stooges were the best with the pie fights. They did great pie fights and slapstick all around, but of course they were by no means the first, though. The last funny pie fight I recall was a Three's Company episode where Jack enters a pie in a pie contest. A pie in a pie contest? I guess a pie in a face contest. Arrow probably did a great job on that. Let us know how that transfer is. Which one was that?
The Troy, the film Troy. I will. I hopefully will watch it this week at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure it's in part of the day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this is going to be good. This is there's a new film with Robert Pattinson, who was in the movie I just showed, Maps to the Stars. He plays the one guy that was in that TV show To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, I was afraid it was about him. I'm like, okay, the less said about that, the better.
Well, I'm not going to go into any details about it, but I saw the trailer and the movie does look good, so I am going to see it.
I've seen Maps to the Stars. I found it kind of a bit too brutal. Things just take a dark turn.
It does take a dark turn, absolutely, especially after what Julianne Moore and Robert Pattinson do in the car. Yeah,
at least it caught me off guard. I wasn't really comes from left field.
Sounds like my kind of movie.
No, Mr. Wholesome. It's not your kind of movie.
That's so ridiculous. Wholesome like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Right?
Yeah.
The Batman 2. We need another one.
Yeah.
We need another one. The Batman 2. How many Batmans do we have now?
Well, it's all right.
And reboots, a new series.
There's plenty of iterations of Batman out there.
In
the comics. So
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. I know, but I didn't delete you though to make it a fact though.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I watched The Fly from 1986. First time seeing it since the VHS era. It's the first time I've seen it fairly recently, the last couple of years, and I did like it. I mean, I stood away from that for a long time, and I did like it.
Did you like the original?
Yes.
Somebody told me just yesterday, "Don't watch David Cronenberg's The Fly; it will break your heart." To quote him.
Well, it's also pretty gross if you can't
stand
stand
away
it.
from it.
Yeah.
I've never seen the whole thing.
Fly 86 is a masterpiece. I actually like the Fly too. Actually, I saw it in 1988 when it came out. Saw it once. I remember I thought it was okay. Hello, James. I almost watched Valley of the Dolls. It's listed here. I've never seen it, but it was again one of those situations. We were looking for something to watch, and we turned the TV on, and it was on the movie channel. And I was like, "Oh, shoot! I watched this." I'm like, "Nah, not now." Anyway, movies I've had, VHS. Yeah, these are things that you upgrade. Sure, yeah. Blow up, Valley of the Dolls, Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind. That's a Kimba message. Okay.
Yeah, Kimba, I definitely recommend checking out Peeping Tom. It's really good. Yep.
I had a random question for you, Tom.
The Brits over here might agree that Peeping Tom is a.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's funny you show that because I was going to ask you, what's your favorite Palin Pressburger film if you have one?
You know what I just watched recently that I didn't like the first time I watched it, but I liked it the second time, and it's I Know Where I'm Going.
Of course, you got it right at the fingertips.
With Wendy Heller, so that might not be my favorite. I mean, obviously, I know the popular one is the Red Shoes.
Yeah.
I know that's like everybody loves to say the Red Shoes, but and it's good, But they've got other good ones too.
That's better than good, Tom. Come on.
Yeah.
Red Shoes.
Yeah.
Red Shoes is a masterpiece.
Yeah. I like the Black Narcissus too.
Oh yeah, that's great as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the name, but the one with David Niven, he's a pilot.
Talking about feeling bad about nuns. The Black Narcissus has got it. That might have put your mum off more than anything else, more than the sound of music. If you saw Black Narcissus.
Well, it was just that was the norm. I don't know if you've seen a film called The Magdalene Sisters, but that was her experience. The Magdalene Sisters.
Right.
Here's another one too that I enjoyed. The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They never made a bad one. They never made a bad picture.
I haven't seen a bad one of theirs. No, you might be right.
I saw Heathers in the movie theater. That's when I first discovered Winona Ryder.
Did you like it? I love it.
I remember liking it, but it's been a long time ago. I liked Winona Ryder better though than the film, but still, I remember back then. But she didn't save Alien Resurrection for me. I'll tell you that. Or Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
No, she didn't save Alien Resurrection. I don't know if anybody. That'll be difficult. Unfortunately, that's the one Alien film I have seen on the big screen. It was.
That's one that's just too stupid, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of things I didn't like about that. But I like 3. People are like down on 3. I like 3. But it's not a popular opinion. Educating Reader. Is that Michael Caine?
I've seen that, yeah. With Julie Walters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is Tim there? Is Tim still there?
I think it's time for Tim to speak. Tim, why don't you show us some things you either bought or watched?
Okay, I haven't bought anything. I watched 2 interesting Jane Mansfield movies.
Oh boy.
Dog Eat Dog is like this film noir. I think that was coming. And she plays the same character in both the movies I saw, sort of a showgirl kind of thing. And it's amazing because in Dog Eat Dog, she's just typically Jane Mansfield. She's not very good. It's just this black and white film noir thing about crime, and she's not really a showgirl, but she kind of is. It was okay. It was okay. It's worth watching because Jane Mansfield's in it, but I don't have a lot to say about it. Then I watched a movie made in Britain called Too Hot to Handle. Any of you seen this movie? From the early 60s, and she's like the head showgirl at this club. And this is like a fairly high budget exploitation movie, and that this would never have been made in America. Never. There are women running around in little nipple covers, and that's all they've got on, and all of it. And this is the early 60s. It did not fly in America. And yet this pasties, yeah, that sort of thing. And but it's directed by Terrence Fisher, and it's got I can't remember. My mind is just falling apart. The famous British actor that takes himself too seriously, that was in a lot of
Christopher Lee.
Yes, Christopher Lee is in this movie as a bad guy, and he's pretty good because they don't know he's a bad guy. You know he's a bad guy, but the club owner doesn't know he's a bad guy.
That description could be many people. I mean,
it's a fairly but the amazing thing is Jane Mansfield is actually very good in this movie. It's one of the few movies I've ever seen where Jane Mansfield is actually good. She's not playing Jane Mansfield, you know, she's actually acting. And it was really good. I enjoyed it. Plus there's lots of women to look at, and it was a really good film. On almost 2 hours, and it didn't sag, it didn't lag. It was a really good movie, and I enjoyed it.
Could she help it?
2. No, she couldn't help it.
All right, good. I was hoping you would get that.
Again, another British film I'd never seen before, and I watched the Trollenberg Terror.
Hey, I know that one. That's a good one, I think.
Yeah, which is I mean, you know, I love that Forrest Tucker is the lead in this. It's like this British film, and then there's Forrest Tucker. It's like, what the heck is he doing there?
Well, you should watch it, Night of the Demon, then. Night of the Demon has an American in it.
And, you know, they spent about $1.50 on the monster, but other than that, it was a great.
It has an alternate title. It's known as The Crawling Eye too. That's the American.
Yeah.
Well, I pricked my ears up. I pricked my ears up when you mentioned Trollenberg Terror because it's in England. It's just coming out again on Blu-ray with the special edition. So, and I don't know whether to buy it or not.
Yeah, no, it's a good. The monsters are pretty bad, but you don't see them till the very end, and you know, typical. But it was pretty good as far as plot and moving along, and you know, it was a pretty good horror film. I enjoyed that. And then I watched, and I haven't seen this movie since I was probably 14 or something. I watched The Stepford Wives for the first time in 50 years or something. And
I think I turned into a Stepford wife while watching it.
And it wasn't at all like I remembered it, but it was. I know they remade it, and I'm wondering if they changed the ending when they made it, because I can't picture that ending being made anytime now, because the movies just don't end like that now. I don't want to give it away, but they just don't.
Yeah, I could use another screening of that. It's been a long time. I don't remember much.
But yeah, I mean, and if you don't know what Stepford Wives is, it's a suburb of New York City, and everybody brings their wives there, and there's this little dark club, and they basically replace their wives basically one by one. And
in the
so
end,
it's sort of a horror movie.
At the end of the film that you don't want to allude to, at the end, does the Statue of Liberty turn into a Stepford wife at all?
No,
Okay.
no, it doesn't.
Just guessing.
But
I read the book. I don't think I've seen the film.
The main character might.
Was there a sequel that had a lower budget to it?
Well, Get Out borrows heavily from it. Get Out is kind of a loose remake.
Didn't need much of a budget for, and it starred Catherine Ross, and I haven't seen her very much.
Well, it's worth watching just for her, I would say.
Yeah, and she's good in it, and you feel for her in it, and yeah, it was better than different than I remember. I don't know if it was better than I remember. Now I have 3 modern films that I actually own, so I can show those. I watched Scott Eastwood in Diablo. Has anybody ever heard of this?
No.
This is Clint Eastwood's son.
Yeah.
And
how old is his son? 75.
To me, this is a spaghetti western. They made it in Canada, and it's weird. I don't know where it's supposed to be, but it definitely looks like Canada, and it's not supposed to be Canada. You know, it's all forest and it's interesting because there's a major plot twist in it. But I caught on to the plot twist in the first 5 minutes of the movie. So to me,
gotta get up pretty early in the morning to get one past him.
Yeah.
Well, no, not necessarily, but no, I caught on to it. But
I get up
but
pretty
if you
early.
like spaghetti westerns, this is what it is. It's a homage to spaghetti westerns, basically, and they did a pretty good job with it. I had great. It was shot well. It had great effects. It works. It works as a film. But if
didn't his dad do some spaghetti westerns?
You're gonna figure it out.
Didn't his dad do a couple spaghetti westerns?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, like father, like son.
I recommend it if you like that sort. If you like a low budget cheap western, but it didn't look cheap. It looked good actually, but it had the plot of a spaghetti western. I'll put it that way. Then I watched Joe and Max, which is the story of Max Schnelling and now I can't even remember his name. Joe Louis, the boxer, and how he, this was a huge thing because Schmeling was Hitler's guy, and so it's all about that and what happened to them before, and Joe Louis was a black guy in America, so so it's not a great film, but it's worth seeing, especially if you want to know a little bit about what's going on here. And and amazingly, even though Schmeling got beat, he's the one that made out better in life than Joe Louis did. So an interesting film. Not a great film, but an interesting film. And finally, this I thought was great. French film called Girl on a Bridge. This is I
have that.
Yeah, this is like a 60s French New Wave film. It's shot in black and white. They shot it like it was a 60s French New Wave film. It's very great as far as the color goes. And it's very cyclical. There's a plot, but it doesn't follow like a straight line. And this guy meets this girl on a bridge. She's going to she wants to end it all. I think you can still say that. And it goes on from there, and it's an interesting film, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So, Girl on a Bridge.
That's not Daniel O'Tay, is it? No.
Speak up, we can't hear you.
Yes, it is. It is.
Oh,
I
it
didn't
is.
know him.
I couldn't. Well, you haven't seen Man Under Sauce, Jean de Florette?
No. So I didn't know him, and it's one of the things I like about this movie. I like when people are willing to risk a lot. She starts out with longer hair and gets her hair cut in the film. I always like when that happens, when they're actually cutting people's hair in the film, because it can go so wrong.
Does
Rosemary's
she have shaved armpits in that movie?
I didn't know.
You know, the French, the French, they don't really, partake in.
It's funny because it always says, this film is more erotic than actual sexes, and I'm like, no, it's not. I didn't, and it says it right on the box, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's a very nice film to look at, but I wouldn't call it erotic. I didn't get that. But anyway, that's it. That's what I watched.
Thank you, Tim. Good timing. There's a comment here. Wonder Wheel was Woody's last film before they tried to cancel him again. And Tom, I watched Wonder Wheel. I became aware of it when you showed it in an earlier video.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I was able to do that, but I wish I could say it was a better film. But it's funny how, we as film fans, when we like a particular actor or director, we end up buying all their stuff, even though some of the stuff isn't as great as other films. But whatever.
I think Wonder Wheel is one of his better films, I think, and it's beautifully
I don't think so.
Beautifully
I don't
lit.
think so.
Well, watch it again. Watch it again, Tom, and keep watching it until you agree with
Yeah,
it.
you have to keep watching it.
I know. That's the thing. 50 years from now, I might understand what you're saying, Yeah,
I'll be a bit late then for me, 50 years.
You'll still be trying to lose 10 pounds.
Yeah.
This is 4D. Just grabbed Apple Music Classical. A lot of great soundtracks on there in lossless. You would like it.
Apple Music. What's Apple Music?
Grabbed Apple Music Classical. There are
a
lot of great soundtracks in there.
In lossless.
Who put this on? It's just a random selection of notes in no particular order. For fuck's sake.
It might be referring to some app or something. You have to bear in mind, Deadite, that I'm a Luddite, Deadite. So if that's referring to some source, Apple Music Classical, that's like a streaming or something like that, it leaves me behind. If that's what.
Yeah. The only thing Apple related that 4D man might know is Apple Records. That's probably.
Oh, not even the fruit.
No.
I mean, that would be the first thought. I think apples when I hear Apple.
No. Apple Records.
Who's Shannon Tate? I know Sharon Tate. It's probably from audio thing and talking into the mic, I'm guessing. Speaking of Sharon Tate, I've been watching. I watch on YouTube. I watch a lot of interviews with some of those Manson women. It's amazing that Van Houten got out. I can't believe it, man. I don't understand sometimes, but it is what it is.
The Fruit, the record company, and Magritte, and it stops there for me.
Is this the James Whale movie? No.
I've seen Waterloo Bridge.
No, that's from the 60s, isn't it?
Waterloo Bridge.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not that one that's supposed to be set in Liverpool, is it?
That's not that ABBA song, is it?
You're not talking about the film about Napoleon? I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that the one movie about that one guy that did that thing?
Yeah, Tom. That's exactly what that is.
I knew it.
Oh, I wouldn't. I don't even know Jane Eyre. I heard of it, but I don't even know.
Jane Eyre. I like the film version with Orson Welles and Joan Fontaine.
Are you sure you're not? Are you sure you're not getting that mixed up with the 1970 Wuthering Heights, where Timothy Dalton plays Heathcliff?
Jerome Weaselberry has seen it. I guarantee that.
Yeah, she watches everything.
By the
She
way, it's not
loves
true what I
horror
said.
and Godzilla. Oh, it's great.
I said I only watched one film. I did watch 2 Iranian films, but I forgot about those. Then I remembered. Criterions.
Oh, you can tell us about them if you want.
They're kind of like
A Taste of Honey.
well, he was a big inspiration. Him and Ken Loach and Mike Lee. They felt like they were improvised and it was all unscripted.
Yeah.
I don't know if it actually was, but well, I think that had a big part to do with it. I forget the director's names, but they're in English language, but he's Iranian. It's called Shop Shop and Man Push Cart. But they're just kind of like a slice of life films. It's not really about the plot. It's more about the people than that is the story.
I see, said the blind man.
It's the director made that film I recommended to you called Plastic Bag. That was a short film he made, but these are feature-length films.
Is that about like you're not able to get plastic bags anymore?
No, it's about if you could hear the inner thinkings of a plastic bag, what it would say.
Oh,
because they have feelings too.
Oh my!
Well, in America, they would say, "I've been canceled." Oh, woe is me.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
Whenever I hear that term, I always think the same thing. How really to cancel someone, there's only really one way of doing that, and it's not what people mean when they say cancel. But if they're no longer breathing, they're cancelled.
Right.
Okay, I saw Romancing the Stone and Jewel of the Nile again. How do we like those post Raiders of the Lost Ark films now? I know I saw Romancing the Stone in the movie theater, but I don't remember a thing about it except the song.
I had that song on vinyl. Yeah,
was that Eddie Grant?
Billy Ocean.
No, it's Eddie Grant. It was Eddie Grant. He got in trouble for that. He romancing because he did, walk down to
Electric Avenue was a great song. I bought
Wait,
before.
when the going get tough, the tough get going.
That's Billy Ocean, yeah. But before that, Eddie Grant did "Romancing the Stone," which was never sanctioned by the studio. So he did the song for the movie, but he never got permission to do it.
Oh,
I'm Romancing the Stone. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Anybody know this?
I didn't really like the sequel. There were some racist overtones that it just felt a bit. Personally, I didn't like the sequel. First one's
Anybody
good.
know this movie? No? Okay.
Didn't you just show it?
Nobody said anything. Hello, John. Late again, I see.
Yeah, we only got
Yeah, because I don't know
30, 40 more hours.
I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay on here. And by the way, Danny has seen a lot of movies lately, and a lot of them are gory, slashery type of films.
Well,
we gotta do the next Goombas of Gore show.
Well, I mean that's also a good way to expand the time on the 8-hour live broadcast too.
This is true. This is
I
true.
was slightly confused when he said to me on your live stream. He said, "Mellow fellow." He singled me out when he said it, and I don't know why. That film he watched called Train, and he said it's really gory and it's brutal. But was that a recommendation to me? Because
well, you wouldn't watch that, right?
I wouldn't. No, no, I didn't like it. Seeing in the Wes Anderson film, The Life Aquatic, Jeff Goldblum smacks a dog on the head with a newspaper off camera, and I was upset by that. So
oh my god!
It doesn't take a lot to upset me. Well, animal cruelty is animal cruelty.
Can't watch anything. Yeah.
You know how I feel about animals. I say that.
Well, yeah, but that, if it's a movie about, that, I'm not saying that's a movie about a guy that didn't like animals, but just a moment. But if they make a movie, and in the movie, the fellow in there is a nasty guy that doesn't like animals, doesn't like them. It's about him. I don't know. It's my opinion anyway.
I'm probably too sensitive.
Sure. James Cameron is using AI now. Yeah, a lot of people.
Peter's just doing shtick right now. So.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. But I will say this much: like I saw some clip that popped up again, and it was supposedly Sylvester Stallone doing an action scene. I don't know if it was for this TV show, or whatever, and he was like jumping, running,
right? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
jumping over a truck, and you said this can't be real, but that's not the point. The point is it looked damn real, and that is a problem. They are going to do all of that. They're going to make movies like that. It's terrible. I think it's. But you know what? I just cut myself off at 2020. That's it. And even 2020, I mean, is pushing it. I cut myself off for 2000, really, more or less. But I just say that's when everything was real. Under whatever year they started this nonsense. And they CG also. So let's say.
I blame Cher. I blame Cher.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, that because of that Believe song, and all the auto tune. Yeah, I think that was the start of it. I think that was the start of it. Yeah, that was the start of it all.
Well, Total Recall was the first film before digital took over, I think, properly.
It didn't make any sense. I remember seeing that in the theater. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Hey, for once I can do something Tom can do.
No, I mean,
grab it right there.
What I mean is it had practical effects, is what I mean. It was all done practically.
I know what you meant, but it made me think that I saw it in the movies and didn't understand it.
Right.
Didn't understand it. Yeah, I shouldn't have to figure things out that hard. And what Sharon Stone, I remember, was a standout in that big time. She looked really good in there. 1990.
Yeah, that came out. That came out the week I became vegetarian. I do remember that.
Oh.
I also I was thinking that made me think of Schwarzenegger. Then I thought of Terminator 2, which is going to be back in theaters, Judgment Day, and it's in different forms like standard and then 3D. I was thinking of maybe going to see it in 3D. I'm not really sure about that yet. I might not. Probably be a good experience.
I saw that back in '91 in the cinema.
Yeah.
James Cameron joined the board of AI company called Stability AI.
Well, you know what? It's not full blown AI. It's like the the AI that the Beatles are using. I mean, it's a form of it. But it's not full blown, AI. Okay, he's not just going to talk into a microphone and say, "Hey, film this, make this scene for me," all on the computer. Okay.
No, but it's kind of ironic given how.
Yeah.
This is the man who made the Terminator, and now
he's an innovator. He's an innovator, like George Lucas was an innovator.
Yeah.
I mean, we got George Lucas to blame for digital. I mean, his the second with the Attack of the Clones, I think that was the first film that was filmed all digital.
Sure. Well, I think it might have been Jason X. I still think Jason X has look it up. It has a reputation for that. Tons of good movies today, Joe. Get back in there and quit being cranky about it. Okay. Well, that fits, I think, a few of it. Not just me. I mean, I hate throwing other people under the bus to save my ass. But doesn't 4D like cut it off around 1970 or so, or 60s? Yeah. Hey, we like what we like, and then that doesn't mean that I don't see good movies now and then. I do.
I think we're gonna start a campaign for 4D Man to go outside farther than just the porch to pick up packages outside.
Yeah, this is true. But to finish this, so I do. So there are movies that I do like. On the contrary, that are newer. I don't just say just because it's new I would like it. period. I have like blinders on or something, but I don't have an interest. I don't have a real burning interest to see it. I'll tell you the truth about that. And stop being so cranky, Deadite, about what I do. You're too cranky about me not watching new movies.
See
I'm
how
very
he
good at
swung
that. I can
back
go
at
like
you?
jab,
See how he
jab,
swung
jab.
it back at you? Yeah, that's what I get. That's what I got to get Danny better at, is swinging it back at you rather than me swinging it
don't
back
do
at
it till after the 8-hour stream. I got to deal with that. I got to deal with that maniac for 8 hours. I have enough time with 1.5.
Some Woody Allen front of house sets came today from the 1980s, so that's quite modern.
Cool. Yeah. Well, it's funny how you allow certain directors or actors. Yeah. There you go.
I'd say this film might be in his top 5 of all his 50 films.
Yeah, I would agree. Maybe.
Are these just lobby cards or something?
Yeah, they're lobby cards, but they're 10 by 8. They're not 14 by 16 or whatever the US normal size is. And Michael Caine was great. He can really do comedy, as he demonstrated in this film. He's brilliant. And he said he complained that he got no directions from Woody Allen, except one time Woody Allen says, "Don't wait for your close-up, Michael. I'm not doing close-ups." That was the only direction that he got. And Woody Allen's good in it as well. He's he's only a supporting character, but he has got. This is one of those films with multiple voiceovers. So Diane Wiest has got voiceovers. Michael Caine has got voiceovers. Woody Allen has got voiceovers. Barbara Hershey has got voiceovers, but Mia Farrow doesn't have any voiceovers, and yet she's Hannah. That's Sam. What's his name? Whose name I can't remember.
Waterstone.
Yeah,
Waterstone.
Sam Watts with and the Star Wars girl who's with Diane Wiest there. So she had quite a good part.
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher. Yep. Carrie Fisher. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the unhappy couple that's just been told they can't have children, and they're deciding whose fault it is in that scene. And then these last ones, they're pretty boring. I think they pick some really bad ones. You can only just see Maureen Sullivan there, who's Mia Farrow's mother. You would have thought they'd have wanted a shot with the pair of them, that might interest people into going to see the film. And then the setup of the Thanksgiving. So the whole film is framed by 3 Thanksgiving dinners over 3 years, and it's one of those rare films where Woody Allen goes for the box office and decides he's going to go for a happy ending. So it's a little bit. He's disappointed with it for that reason. This is another one that came. This is from 1982, which I think is a fantastic film. It's just got summer in the country written all over it, even though Woody Allen is such an urban fellow. And it seems to me, all the actors in here play beautifully, and they have to, because it's an ensemble piece. So there is no lead to carry the film. But they all do their part. Mary Steenburgen, I think, is wonderful in this film. Woody Allen is great. Mia Farrow is great.
Which film is this?
Midsummer's.
It was pretty mediocre to me, from my memory. Sorry.
Yeah.
Midsummer Night sex comedy. And it's a magical film as well. It sort of allows itself to believe in magic. So that's quite beautiful. And the last one, I haven't got the full set, unfortunately. They only had 4, but it was the same dealer, so the postage was free because of the other ones. And it's one of his best films, I think.
I agree.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
And Angelica Houston is brilliant. This clinging, blackmailing
biatch.
Yeah, and also Michael Landau is wonderful. He's showing a dark side about getting her bumped off. He's almost like Macbeth in this film. about even after he's had Angelica Houston bumped off, questioning whether there is any morality, whether he should even have a conscience about it. It goes real dark.
Then he comes to terms with it, I think.
He does, yeah. He just comes to terms with it, which makes you, the audience, question morality too. And there is some crossover, I think, between the film I finally saw. This is the last Woody Allen film.
The French film, yeah. I still need to pick that up too.
This is probably the last film he'll ever make, and it's the only Woody Allen film I hadn't seen. So I saw this 2 nights ago. I've got the same complaint as with all Vittorio Storaro's photography. He makes every scene look like it's sunrise with an orange cast to it, whether it's indoors or outdoors. If it's indoors, he'll have an orange lamp. There's even a picture of an orange cast oil painting with sunrise happening in the bloody painting. I don't know what he's got with this sunrise thing, but it makes every scene look fake. Even when it's an outdoor scene, it looks fake. And Woody should have spotted this years ago and stopped hiring the man if he's going to light this way. But then again, he's getting on a bit, Woody, so I don't know if he's actually noticing it. The actors look okay. It doesn't really get interesting, this film, until halfway through, and the woman who plays the mother of this actress, I think, is the most interesting one. And without spoiling it, there's an audacious end to it, which is funny, and a play on the theme of chances. Like, what were the chances? And it's Woody. It's a brilliant Woody touch, but it's a brilliant script touch rather than a director's touch. So I like the film, okay, but it's not. You know, I wouldn't rate it in his top 20. It's just right. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I saw it, and it's worth. It's worth reading the subtitles to get it.
I've had it in my Amazon cart for a while now, so maybe I'll just pick it up soon. But I had to go back and look. But I thought I did see that a Spanish company is looking to maybe produce a Woody Allen film.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I said, though, don't quote me on it just yet. But I need to go back and find where I saw that.
Right. Well, if they're even considering it, that would suggest that Woody Allen's written a script for them to consider.
Yes. Right.
What's the Woody Allen film? I'm sure you'll have the answer. He did a film with Penelope Cruz and
Victoria. Vicky,
the man was always singing, but he could only sing in the shower. You know the one?
Wait a minute.
Barcelona? What is that?
Yeah, no.
Vicky Cristina Barcelona?
No.
Oh, you'll meet a tall dark stranger. Like
Roberto Benigni was in it.
Tom, don't go anywhere. Whatever you do, we got to deal with a couple of questions before you leave.
Here we go. You'll meet a tall, dark stranger. I think that's it.
I don't remember the name. That must be it then, I suppose.
Antonio Banderas. What do you say, Antonio Banderas or?
No, I said Roberto Benigni.
Oh, Roberto Benigni. No, he's not in this one.
To Rome with Love, maybe.
Could be. To Rome with Love, that could be it. Yeah.
But the crossover I was meaning to get at between Crimes and Misdemeanors and the latest Woody Allen film that I've just shown the Blu-ray of is it deals with this same question about there's a line in it, a line of dialogue. It's nowhere near the end, so don't worry, Tom. But it's about there are some people who it would be better off for society if they were not in it. In other words, if they were bumped off. So somebody mentions that. And my guess is a lot of people would agree with that, even if we have to go right back to Hitler in order to set a precedent. But once you've set a precedent, he's not going to be the only guy, is he? Out of the entire history of the human race. So what you allow, even by considering that, is that it would be better if some people were dead, which is a really dark view. But if one character believes that and he has the economic power to pull it off, which is what Martin Landau had in Crimes and Misdemeanors, that he could pay somebody off in order to bump somebody off, then it becomes a question of morality and conscience then about, okay, well, what are the consequences to your own sense of self, even if the law doesn't get you? And this new film, well, it's not new, is it? It's been out a couple of years.
17 was it 17 maybe, or was it?
No,
no, 21
for me.
No, 21 or 22, right. I think it was.
Yeah. So this film reconsiders that from the point of view of a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting. It's philosophically interesting. I'm just saying that the film, in terms of filmmaking, is no great shakes.
Tom, before you leave, I want to go through a couple of questions with you though, because you got to leave. I thought.
Yeah, I do.
Well, like this one here for Movie Fanatic, these are actually the good old days. We can get and watch anything. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know how old you are.
No, you can't. That's not true. Actually.
You're not what Tim. You're not watching anything. You're showing all these recent movies that you're liking, Tim. From
No. I'm saying they're saying you can watch anything, and you can't.
That's what he's talking about. Let me tell you something.
Hundreds of thousands of movies that you can't.
Right. And to that DJ comment too, where I mean, the good old days. The DJ comment too. You know what? There was just as many bad movies in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s.
The good movies were better. The good movies were better than today's good movies, I think.
I think so too, but that wasn't what I was addressing. I was addressing.
No, I know he wasn't addressing it. This guy's talking about that it's great because you can get and watch anything. You couldn't do that like in 60s and 70s. Anybody who was there will tell you it was wonderful and it was better. Anybody will tell you that. I don't give a damn how easily you could watch Jaws or how easily you don't have to have been there. It is nothing like 1975 going with a new audience to see Jaws in 19. Just one example of many. And even on TV, waiting till it comes on the TV again, circling the TV guy, getting excited all week, waiting up for it. There's nothing like it.
And you couldn't just like that access information. It wasn't like no internet. Different.
Yeah,
I think there's something about spending a year or two of your life searching for a movie and then finding it and watching it is way better than just taking your phone out and going, "Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll watch it now on my 2x3-inch phone."
I do like the search of going to the store, trying to find something is out there, right? There is something.
I think Deadeye is dead right in terms of accessibility and in terms of the purity of the image that you can get now is the best ever. All of that's true, but the only one of the downsides to that is because things are so accessible. You can it might not make such an imprint on you when you've got to see a movie and pay attention to it because you can't press pause, you can't rewatch it. When it's gone. So even if you're watching it on television, it may not come around for another 5 years. So you're really paying close focus to it. If you go to the cinema, same thing. So I think in the 60s and the 70s particularly, there was a more attentive audience, whether it's in the cinema or whether it's at home, where they really want the image to imprint itself on you because it's going to be over in an hour and a half, and you can't watch it again for who knows how many years. So I suspect that movies imprinted themselves on consciousnesses much deeper in the old days than they do now.
Well, I mean, I was trying to say that I do agree that it's a wonderful thing to be able to own movies, to have movies at your beck and call. Yeah, sure. That's all great. But why is it that still, like, I don't know, if a movie pops up on TV or Svengoolie or something, I'd rather watch it there than I would to pull out my disc. Why? It's more of a communal experience or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I love physical media. I mean, I can't imagine. I would have really, I don't know, went up to heaven if in the old days when I was like 15 or something, I could do this. I could get all the movies together in one night and just watch them, But we didn't know any different.
Is it a generational thing? Were you born in 1983, Deadeye? Because that's
what I'm thinking.
Because I was born in 1959, so it might be a generational thing.
I think Deadeye is somebody else, but I don't really know who.
It confuses me when people say they'll just put something on in the background. If I put a film on, I'm going to pay attention to it, not just ignore it. A lot of people do that. I can't relate.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I can't do that either. I'm going to put on a movie. I'm going to watch it. Yeah,
that's the purpose of it.
Yeah, yep. Sure. That's the idea. To roam with love.
Oh, so yeah, that's the movie. Yeah.
To roam with love. Okay.
Hi, Darren. Let the Rolling Stones go, please. This is a movie show. You know what I mean? Oh, get out of here. You're somebody else, Deadeye. I know you are. I can't place who, though.
To roam with love.
Oh, you have it.
There you go.
Yeah. That's the one.
That's the one.
if you weren't around then, you can't talk. Let's put it that way. Me, I've been around both.
You
So I
can be
talk.
you can be a historian and not be around those days and still appreciate.
That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking no. I'm not talking about history. I'm talking about actually being there and experiencing it. You know, he doesn't know what it's like to be there in 1971 and see and feel something.
I can tell you in 1971, with a movie theater full of people, unless they were little kids, everybody had their eyes glued to the screen.
Yeah.
Where now, half the people have their phones out and they're Googling and they're, they're not paying attention. That didn't happen then. Okay. Everybody, if you went to a movie, you went to watch the movie.
Okay. So you saw Star Wars on day one. You weren't born in '83. And believe me, I know how great it was. Well, then what are you making this nonsense up for? Just to get a rise? Yeah. Is that it?
He's doing shit.
So you know how great it was, and they were the good old days. You're not going to compare anything to that.
He's 3 years older than I am. All right, guys. This was a fun one. See you next week.
Yeah, I'm on here way too long. I got to wrap this up. Oh, man. Okay. So what, did I miss the other good evenings? I don't know. I'm sorry if I did, Rocco. It's not easy. Do this, please. Everybody try to do this. And you've got like all these people on the screen and you want everybody to get their 2 cents out, but one guy's got to leave at 6 and you want to it's hard to do. It's hard. It's really hard, but it's fun. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun.
We'll take one close up of this poster so I can take it down tomorrow.
Okay. Like that?
1965 UK comedy. I don't know if the humor would translate to America, but I bought it because I just love that's what a £1 note used to look like in the UK when we used to have £1 notes. And I just like the collage of the gun and the flashlight and the stacks of bills that tell you that they're thinking of a robbery. It's just, I like the old-fashioned design. The Big Job is the film, 1965. That's all there is to it. There you go.
Flashlight.
Torch.
It's a British. Yeah.
Torch.
Another poster.
That's a nice one.
Experience. There you go. Born in 1970. Well, I will say that's not too bad.
Born in 1970.
It's not good. It's not great, but it's not too bad. It's my own opinion. That's all. There you go. Seen them all in the movies in the bad old days.
There you go. Right.
Okay.
I saw Blade Runner in the theater too.
I think I did too. Yeah, Rocco, we already talked about Shelley Fabre's. You got to get here a little earlier. I know maybe you can't. Maybe you're still working. Yeah. There you go. Kimber can vouch for you.
But I am pleased that these films became accessible on the new technology of DVDs and then Blu-rays. I am thankful for that.
Oh, absolutely. Like that's why I wanted to make sure that I got that in too. And what I like is that I had the best of both worlds.
Right. Right.
So I know what it's like before all that, and it was great. And now it's great in its own way, obviously.
Just accessibility alone.
Yeah. Pleasure of watching Jaws and Star Wars in a very old theater in my city back then. I recently posted a picture of it from the 1920s. Give me movies in the real old theaters any day. And I've noticed this too. Twilight Zone DVDs are behind 4D.
Yeah, I was going to ask Joe when he showed The Outer Limits. Twilight Zone or The Outer Limits?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Shelley Fabre starred in Hold On, the Herman's Hermits, mimicking Help. She performs Make Me Happy, backed by the Hermits. Well, on that note, I have got to go. I'm having a good time, but I do have to go. You missed The Raven. The Raven's one of my favorites of the old Karloff and Lugosi movies. It's one of Lugosi's best, I think they say tour de force things. He is completely a raving lunatic in it, and it's great.
Oh, I think
Yes.
I have that. I got that at a charity shop actually for £3, but it was 6 films on a set, and
Sure.
I know they charged for 3 because they didn't know.
Oh, yeah. That's it. They're usually in a set with the other ones.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Cheers.
I have to go. So thank you all. We'll do it again soon. And subscribe. What else can I say?
Bye.
Catch you later.